We hope you'll join us Saturday, May 31st for this year's Elks Rodeo Parade.
And if you can't make it to the parade, we'll be broadcasting it live right here on KCOY 12 Central Coast News.
Thanks to these fine sponsors.
The Elks Rodeo Parade has been a tradition for over 70 years in the Santa Maria community. Thanks to Tim Murphy, the parade chairman, the board of directors, along with several volunteers, including myself, who make this happen. In addition to putting on a great parade each year for viewers to see on television, or for those of you that carry the tradition on by lining the streets year after year, the Rodeo Parade is also a great opportunity to recognize our volunteers of the past and present. It is especially a time to salute our volunteers, our veterans, for their service to our country. Something that I personally feel has gotten lost over the years is the good that the parade brings, not just to the community, but to local youth. After all, the goal of the parade is to raise money for local youth groups. Over the last 10 years, we have distributed over $150,000 to local youth groups. However, the last few years, this has become more and more difficult due to covering the increasing cost to put on the parade, with our biggest expense of broadcasting live on KCOY 12. Rodeo Parade sponsors help cover the ever-increasing hard costs, and whatever is left goes toward the local youth groups. The Elks Rodeo Parade is not part of the rodeo, and the parade is run by a committee of unpaid volunteers. Every penny counts, and we rely heavily on local businesses to help fund this family tradition. With that said, it is of the utmost importance that we get the support of local businesses to bring the family tradition back year after year. I urge you to get involved. Please contact Valerie at Noble Productions at 805-904-6904. Thank you again for helping to support our local youth and this community tradition.
But losing funding for music education, so it's tough to see that, and then nice to see that a lot of campuses are able to continue it.
Absolutely.
And look at the success that they can have if that funding is in place and if you work hard enough. And again, that band is thanking their faculty and staff, the parents, and the community for that support in music education.
The Salinas Elks Lodge 614 Honor Guard formed in 1982. And they've made their way here to Santa Maria this morning.
You know what, I love this. We met a few of these folks right in the tap room at the Santa Maria Inn yesterday. They were so excited to be right up front, in the front of the parade. And because they're ready for the parade route and then a big breakfast, they said. So
now most of the members have served in the armed forces.
I'm waving. I see some of my friends.
Several of its members highly decorated with honors ranging from the Silver Star through the Purple Heart. They are still marching today, promoting patriotism, honor, and the protection of our national flag. Again, that was the Salinas Elks Lodge 614 Honor Guard. And if you're watching at home and you want to come down and join us on Broadway, they have all the fun, parade flair that you can buy down here, noisemakers, hats, all that fun stuff.
And this is the California-Hawaii Elks Association president, Richard McDonald, and First Lady Claudette. They are from, actually, the Pittsburgh, California area, Elks Lodge number 1474.
Looking great this morning.
Matching tops. Love it.
It's always
Mark,
best
you and I can do that.
I know.
It's always best to buy the trumpets and that sort of thing, and then give them to your neighbors or something. Don't take them home with you.
Exactly.
The noisemakers.
That's right.
It's almost time for the 71st Annual Elks Rodeo Parade to make its way down Broadway in Santa Maria. Be a part of one of the biggest Central Coast traditions by becoming a sponsor of the parade broadcast that will air live on KCOY Channel 12. A variety of sponsorship packages are available for local businesses to show their support for this great history of helping the youth of the Central Coast. Contact Noble Productions to be a part of the Santa Maria Elks Rodeo Parade.
Dozens of people putting on this production, so
we're giving us these beautiful pictures.
Yeah.
Our Grand Marshal this year, Michael Clayton, he's done, every year he has a barbecue for the veterans, free barbecue for the veterans at his office.
He's a nice man.
He is absolutely wonderful.
And now Michael's the guy also known for his Indiana Jones themed commercials.
Yes.
Yeah? Everyone loving those.
As a matter of fact, he parachutes into this car, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it's
we
kinda fun.
met Michael last year.
We did a story on him.
Quite a guy.
Yeah, as he
Yeah,
was
no, he's
preparing
wonderful.
his float. And of course, he's doing those commercials for his local law practice.
We're waving to Michael right now. We got the point.
He
we got the point.
recognizes us.
Hi there.
Hey.
Yeah, no, he has
to
done a
see
lot
him.
for the community.
His motto, it's your case, but we take it personally. We thank Michael for
Sometimes I think he's a
supporting
kid
the
at heart.
community.
At Christmas time, he really he decorates up his office like
Well, look, and
nobody
he
else.
made this float.
And then he made the Lady Justice float.
This really has a great story. His
For
kids
his
said,
kids.
you know, Dad, we want a float that's with a pirate ship, and he did it.
He said, okay, kids. And you
It was
know,
a
year
long
after
project.
year,
True story, this is a Winnebago underneath.
just the shell built from the ground up. They say they have slumber parties on this thing.
The official name, Michael B. Clayton's Lady Justice.
And he really supports the veterans. He respects and honors them every chance he gets.
He has plenty of family and friends there on the float this morning. Standing room only.
Oh, and some even dressed up as the pirates manning the ship.
It's very, and if you ever have a chance to get on board of Lady Justice, it's really neat to
Isn't that
walk
amazing?
around. They a lot of fine details, so we enjoy it, and we're glad that he's able to bring it back every year.
What a great entry.
Coming up next here on the parade route this morning, American Veterans United. This is newly formed. They assist all veterans who served our country with medical needs, personal needs, and support groups in Santa Maria, Moore Park, and Bakersfield. The president is Henry Alfaro. Their meetings are on the last Saturday of every month at 11 a.m. at the Santa Maria American Legion Hall on Pine Street. They say all are welcome. Again, American Veterans United.
Walking proud and tall. See, Bobby, now you're having your cup of coffee.
Yes.
He was just handed a cup of coffee. That is how we do it, folks.
Now riding with the veterans is Sam Frankel of Star Lee Productions.
Oh, those kids are having fun. They're enjoying that.
And how cool to be in back of one of these
Really?
military
Isn't that cool?
vehicles.
They're having a
Stan
great
Lee,
time.
creator of Marvel Comics and your favorite superheroes, proud to present a Vandenberg Air Force Base benefit concert to celebrate the real superheroes, our men and women in the military. We're saying to join us June 22nd at the Elks Unocal Event Center for Daughtry Live. Chris Daughtry of American Idol fame. Again, that is on June 22nd. Tickets on sale now. Just go to santamariarodeo.com. Click on Daughtry.
And we're still looking at the American Veterans United. Quite the entry here. Several military vehicles. You're seeing the trucks, the flatbeds, the hay bales, the stars and stripes. So what a group turnout. What a group effort. to
Okay, so these
put this on.
entries, they run the gamut. Let's look at the one just behind this truck.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
It is Sander Moss from Simi Valley Elks Lodge,
There.
2492.
Look, can we get one of our camera guys to zoom in on just a little
Look at
tiny
that.
truck in the back? I think it's a carriage or something.
There it
is.
is. I mean, how fun is that?
It's cute. And the Elks sit right in the back.
Absolutely.
Now Sander is this year's District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler serving the West Coast District.
I got to point out one of our cameramen and one of our camera women wearing the panda hats. They look too cute, working the camera with the festive hats on. They're part of the parade route as well. We love them.
Now this district encompasses 12 lodges from Thousand Oaks to Paso Robles. Traveling with Sander Moss, his wife, Annie.
And they just got a shout out from Joni Gray.
There you go.
She's emceeing this part of the parade route right across the street from us.
Now we have the lodge officers from the
There
Elks
they
Lodge. They're
are.
the ones
And you know what?
that are
They're wearing
responsible for
pink
everything.
for a good reason, because tonight at the rodeo, it is, are you tough enough to wear pink?
Today is tough enough to wear pink day.
And that is
Saturday is
all
our,
for a good cause.
Absolutely.
Breast cancer. And you know what? I think these men and women are tough enough to wear pink and
Exactly.
help out.
The wagon being led by Jim Elkins. Good morning, everyone. We got a big wave.
Hey!
Pulling their wagon, their mules, Babe and Belle. And it goes without saying, because all lodges do so much across the state for fundraising, but the lodge raising money for local youth groups, that's really the key, in veterans, right?
Yeah.
And this is actually the biggest fundraiser, the Santa Maria Elks Rodeo and Parade, so we've got to make it count. This community comes together time and time again.
Again, Santa Maria Elks Lodge, 1538. And now, educate me here, but again, 1538, that means it was it's in the order of when they opened.
I suspect it is. I really
established.
don't know. I suspect it probably is. Yeah.
Okay.
The lodge, yeah.
I should know that, but I don't.
Well, we're putting you to the test this
There you
morning.
go.
Hard-hitting questions
reasonable
from
that it
Central
would be.
Coast News.
The honorary Grand Marshal, and it's Larry Villegas. But Larry isn't with us anymore.
Another highlight of these parades, the fact and how much effort goes into polishing up the classic cars. You can't have a parade without the history and the classic cars and the old vehicles that we see roll through.
We're seeing some of the Santa Marians right here along the parade route on Broadway. It's not too late if you're at home, if you want to come down and join us.
Representing this, Larry Villegas, honorary Grand Marshal. His two daughters along for the ride, Teresa Gibbs and Mary Reinhardt. Great-granddaughter Kaylee and his niece, Colette Canning. And now Larry, he took pride in the fact that he was the longest-serving member of the Santa Maria Elks Lodge.
Now, he became a member of the Elks in Santa Barbara in 1942, transferred his membership to Santa Maria in 1943.
He worked for the. He worked for the parade forever. He only missed two parades. He was wounded at Pearl Harbor, and Larry was a great ambassador for the parade.
And that's probably, that was his
Wonderful.
photo that we were seeing in tribute right along
He
the
was
side of the
wonderful.
car.
Well, first volunteered here in 1944, remained active with the parade until shortly before his death, just March of last year.
But very, very fortunate
Very
to have
nice.
Larry.
He was a Purple Heart recipient. He was honored as a Grand Marshal at the 62nd Elks Rodeo Parade.
All right, Jazz, we got more pink.
You know I love the color pink.
This is Santa
Bring it
Maria
on.
Elks Lodge, 1538. Bobby, some of your friends we know up there.
Yes. Yeah.
Past
the
exalted rulers. Exalted rulers, these guys, and it sometimes can be a woman too, they pretty much lead the lodge for that one-year term, correct?
Yes, that's correct. These, I worked for most of these guys at one time or another when I was working on the parade.
Now,
It's
have
good to see
you
them.
been exalted ruler before?
Pardon me?
Have you been exalted
I have not
ruler?
been. No, I've
Is it in your
not done it.
future?
I doubt it.
There they are, shaking hands, saying hi to people maybe they haven't seen in a while. This is another thing I love. It's waving and the hugs and getting together with people you get busy in your life and
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't always get to see every day.
Exactly.
And
Work,
just reading at the
kids.
side there of their wagon, Bill Wilson, he was the exalted ruler in 0506. Willie Moore,
Kim Newman.
2001 to 2002. So glad to see them out here this morning.
And they continue to serve their lodge. Do you hear this?
Jazz, who do we have here?
The bells are
There you go.
ringing.
Community Bank, Santa Maria.
There they are. They're riding with the
Jim
spirit of the late Ernest Rigetti II, as he was one of the original founders and board members of the local bank. And a big shout out of thanks also to Johanna Bradley for continuing this tradition of having Ernie's 4-Up Mule Team. That is what that is, riding the parade. Jim Glines, riding shotgun, Community Bank of Santa Maria's Chief Executive Officer, and he's joined by his staff, his family members.
I love seeing all the family
And the
members
driver
there.
is this year's Elk of the Year.
They are packed in there. Was that right?
The driver is this year's Elk of the Year,
Well,
Pinky Signorella.
congratulations to him.
He was driving the wagon.
He was behind the wheel.
Now Jim Glines riding shotgun, Community Bank of Santa Maria's Chief Executive Officer.
We hope you'll join us Saturday, May 31st for this year's Elks Rodeo Parade.
And if you can't make it to the parade, we'll be broadcasting it live right here on KCOY 12 Central Coast News.
Thanks to these fine sponsors.
You know, that's a real art to be able to drive that stagecoach.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Teamster thing, and it's just not everybody in the world could drive that.
Can you imagine doing that back every day, traveling across the West?
And keeping everything clean and ready in parade shape, right? That's a full-time job, and
Yeah.
we're lucky to get to see. I would hate for that to go away. It's so fun to see a stagecoach.
We have the managers there from the
Beautiful.
Santa Maria branch, Jessica Hernandez, Blanca Geronimo, and Jill Gomez. So we're glad they came out.
And now the Santa Barbara County Animal Care Foundation and the Santa Barbara County Animal Services.
Helping our friends
With the-
on 4 legs.
Yeah, and the animals, those four-legged friends,
There
right
he
in
is.
tow.
Well, you know, if you want a pet, that's the place to go because they really have nice ones at that. And the Santa Maria shelter is very crowded. So anyone that needs a pet, go out
Mark
to the
and I
Santa
are ready
Maria.
to get a dog.
They
Good.
say
We
are ready to
don't
get a
shop,
dog.
adopt.
Where do they say that, Mark?
On the
Oh,
side.
that's a good idea, huh?
Don't shop a dog.
If you go there, you know, don't just look. If you have room, you know, these pets, they need a forever home.
And these folks take such good care of them. So when you get them, they've had all the shots and the care. Oh, look at that. This one that's
The wiener
right.
dog has a
oh.
cowboy on back.
It
And
has
he has a big smile on his face.
He has your name on him, Jazz.
How adorable
oh,
is
that's,
that?
That's yours.
That is too cute.
Very, very neat. And some of them have the vests on that say, adopt me.
A great big thank you to all of the volunteers that volunteer at the animal
Sure.
shelter. It could not operate. Believe me, it could not operate if
And
it
you
wasn't
think of
for the
everything they do
volunteers.
and where those animals would be if they weren't there.
And I mean, folks just take 2 and 3 days to volunteer
Yeah.
and come out there and do it. It's just remarkable.
So this little cute guy, he looks a little bashful there on your TV screen, but again, up for adoption. In fact, we're being told all the dogs being featured this morning here on the broadcast
Even the
available
wiener
for
dog with the
adoption.
cowboy on
That's
back?
what they're telling me. And
It's got your name on it,
Yes.
Jazz.
I have to go track him down.
the Santa Maria Animal Center, it's over there on Foster Road. For more
Ooh.
information, you can go to their website, sbanimalcare.org.
So we have the Charo riders, and actually had a rope trick fellow out there jumping, doing circling the hoop like Monty Montana.
That was amazing lasso work, yeah. El Arenal Charo Group returning to the Santa Maria area for the Elks Rodeo Parade. The leader, Carlos Guzman.
Look at that man standing up on his
Wow.
horse.
That takes some talent.
We got to get a shot of that.
Oh, they're getting
On
the
his
beautiful
horse.
dresses.
Oh, yeah, those are beautiful.
Those are gorgeous dresses. These are
Right
Mexican
there.
saddles.
There's the gentleman we were talking about. He's now
Look
on the
at
TV
that.
screen. Joni, that's something you could not do, right?
You got that right. Absolutely.
Is that your saddle as well?